Dr. Joseph Martin here again. An amazingly interesting topic title for today. You don't know what you don't know. Well, just think about that. This is a really important thing because there's so much in our world that we don't know about and we need to learn. It could be skill sets, it could be knowledge or wisdom or anything at all. And the thing is, you need to know what you don't know. So that's what this is, how to know what you know and know what you don't know. We're getting into some paradoxes here, and that's fine too. These are steps or how to gain competency in anything and everything that you are, that you do, and that you make. And also some authenticity in your personal self with your own sense of your own spirituality and your connection to Source and your own authenticity with other people. Now, in any life and any time, there are two things that are most important. One is personal evolution by maximizing your skill sets you already have, maybe you brought forward from past lives, and taking them to the infinitely highest level of capacity and capability that you possibly can. So that would mean, say, like you're in grade one and learning piano. Well, you might want to take it all the way up to an ARCT and become a professionally trained concert pianist. Or you may be a bicyclist, and so you want to go and do some of the greatest races in the world, the bicycling races, or Ironman in Hawaii, or whatever it is that you choose to do, skydiving or something like that. In any case, so developing skill sets is the key here. And there may be some skill sets that you don't have yet, you haven't done any background training in, and you need to start the training somewhere, but you're feeling a little lack of self-confidence and you don't know where to start. Well, this program, which is part of the larger learning, which will be online soon, the I Am Self-Worth online personal self-training program is something that will be available soon. This is yet another introductory aspect to it. So we have learning skill sets. That's one thing that's really important. That's what gives you passion for always trying something new, getting out of the box. You want to explore and experience something that you know you might be passionate about. The second and probably even more important aspect to human life on planet Earth is communication. And you need to develop all the communication skill sets that you possibly can. 90% of communication is nonverbal. It's all the ways we use eye contact, hand gestures, open-heartedness, open body posture, directly looking at the other person, listening attentively, and all these skill sets about communication. This is extremely important. I'm going to go through with you now the 4 steps of the different ways to become competent in the highest developmental skill sets and also in developing the greatest communication between yourself and any other human being or animal. This actually is based on family studies in Virginia Satir and came through neurolinguistic programming in the 1970s. By now we've heightened it and modified it and transformed it into something even greater. And as an internationally known master trainer in NLP, having trained with both Bandler and Grinder for the last 40 years, and given courses on the basic level of NLP training and master's levels of NLP training here in Canada, and written a couple of books on the topic, I feel I really want to share all this knowledge and information with you so that you can move forward in your life and feel good about that too. The first step that we're at with anything that we don't know about is we have unconscious incompetence. Unconscious incompetence. That means we don't know what we don't know. You might have a certain inner gut feeling or sensation or sensibilities that there's something missing in your life. You don't know what it is exactly. It causes you some anxiety, maybe some lack of self-confidence and a bit of depression. But you're not sure where you need to go or what bit of knowledge or wisdom you need to seek out or what the skill set is that's lacking that will help you evolve personally, both psychologically and spiritually, and also in your business, whatever your business may be. so you can develop good skills for getting out into the world and creating some wealth for yourself, which would be mostly friendships and love, and also the wealth of friendships that comes with when you get some money as well. Unconscious incompetency leads to the second step, which is conscious incompetency. Conscious incompetency. You start to, in this next stage, realize there are certain skill sets you need to have in order to be successful personally and professionally. You've identified what some of them are, but you haven't started training in them yet. It could be you need to become a concert pianist. You need to become a meditator if you want to be a yoga instructor. You need to think about the possibilities of doing some working out at the gym and exercise if you want to be a personal trainer, or all these things, or you need a mentor if you need to learn how to become an entrepreneur. Now, you're feeling a bit of lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth, a lot of anxiety inside your gut and your inner world about this, because you know you need to take a step in this particular regard to build these skills or find this knowledge, but maybe you need to find the money to go back to the university to study this, or you need the money to hire a mentor or a trainer, and you're not sure if you're capable of actually learning all this. Well, there's lots of good news around this. As Buddha says, Gautama Siddhartha Buddha, learning is only remembering. You have some or a lot of these skill sets from past lives, so you need to connect with that inner timeline and go back and reassess and bring forward all the wisdom, the knowledge, and the competency around this. And also, you need to get out of the box and just take some risks in life, enjoy yourself, and you need to just go for it, as we say. And so you take those classes, learn those things, hire a trainer, hire a mentor, hire a coach. Everyone needs a personal coach at all times for all reasons. And what are the specific kinds of coaches you need for your next stage in life? So the stage 2 leads to stage 3, which is you just have to bite the bullet and go for it and take the risk and enjoy the process and stretch yourself beyond where you've been. Get out of the box, get out of that kind of sense of mental, doldrums and emotional doldrums. And the next stage then is you've taken the step and you're doing what you want to do. You've identified what the skill is or what it is you want to learn, and you have now some conscious competence. Okay, so it's like starting to ride a bicycle. You've started the bicycle, you've been on it a few times, you're starting to get the hang of it, the handlebars and how you have to hold on, or it may be learning to drive a car and it seems a little awesome, and how do you get out of the parking lot and how do you park forwards and backwards, and the gears and the brakes and the gas, and how do you do it. It's a little disconcerting at first, of course, causing a bit of anxiety. You just kind of have to go with it and flow with it and realize you're doing the best you can for today. Always tell yourself this. You're doing the very best you can for today, and who you are is good enough for today. Who you are is good enough for today, and there's always a tomorrow for every one of us. So now you're learning a new language, French, Spanish, Russian, whatever it may be, Mohawk, which is the language I love to speak. And then you'll be able to realize it little by little as you practice every day. And here's where the practice comes in. You need to practice every day, whatever the skill set is. Lift those weights, ride the bicycle, swim a little longer, improve your swim stroke, whatever it is. Get some feedback on the language you're learning or how your musical instrument playing is going. And feel that you're progressing. Have the goodness towards yourself to know that you're doing the best you can. Have fun with it. Just do 30 minutes a day. Go out and play and do other things in the meantime every day as well. Have some balance and harmony in your life. And little by little, day by day, week by week, month by month, and maybe even necessarily year by year or decade by decade, you will get to the 4th stage of what this is for you. And that's what we call unconscious competence. That's unconscious competence. That means it's like second nature to you. You can speak French and you don't have to translate from English to French in your head, or English to Spanish in your head, or Italian. You can ride a bicycle and you don't have to think about it when you're pedaling anymore, Or driving a car, you just do it automatically. You have unconscious competence. It's ingrained in your neurophysiology and how you are with yourself and move in the world. You know how to play the piano, so explore, create some new songs for yourself. You know how to do Ironman and get your time down. You know how to breathe right and do the right diet when you're training in some kind of physical sport. And you've got the sport down pat, whether it's hockey or volleyball or baseball or whatever it is. You know the skill sets, you've practiced enough and you've had enough games. This is what we want to get to in all the aspects of our life. It's why we're here. It gives us joy to know that every day we're growing in some new way as we practice. And in meditation and yoga, for instance, you need to have the dedication and the devotion to unite with God every day, whatever that is for you. And everyone has their own style of meditation, by the way. Go in your heart. You have a unique connection with the source and with the spiritual masters and with the creator. Just go for that. Everyone needs to find their uniqueness and their individuation by developing their skill sets and maximizing their self-realization and self-actualization and developing the best communication patterns you can. Always using positive words, always having a smile on your face, always being joyful, supportive and serving and empathetic and compassionate with every person and animal and tree you meet. And through this, you will be feeling more joyful when you communicate heart to heart. It's more heart to heart, not mind to mind. So heart to heart, as you're communicating, you become unconsciously competent in knowing who you are and living that self-confidence. You will find increasing self-worth. And this is part of our online training program. So all light and love and blessings to you. I know you're going to have an exciting time. Take the courage and just move with it. Have fun with it. If you're not having fun, it's not worth doing. And life is for joy and for play. So all love and blessings. Om Namah Shivaya. Till the next time, Dr. Joseph Martin. In and then taking it out. All love.